What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Curtis, and if you guys saw like in my first clip there, I think I got something going on with my Colorado. Before I have to take it into the dealership, let's go for a rip and I'll talk to you guys about like what I think it is, what it could be. I'm not entirely sure, but let's air down the tires and go hit the trail. Well, guys, I was being stupid and I wasn't paying attention, and we just ran over this big boulder, and I'm out here by myself, so let's hope we can get unstuck. I'm kind of bummed out. I'm just being stupid, not paying attention, so make sure you always pay attention. So all right, guys, since I was gonna make this video originally, but I kind of got into a pickle like this, like a dumbass, I'm still gonna make the video. My truck has been making that cold start noise since I got back from Sand Hollow, Utah. I'm not sure why. I've done all my oil changes on time. It kind of sounds like the starter is like staying engaged, but like once it gets up to temperature, I don't hear that at all. So I don't know if you guys had that problem or not. I know this doesn't look pretty good, but I do take care of my vehicle. I do off-road it, so yeah. But I don't know why it's doing that. I've seen some other things, the starter thing on some Facebook groups and whatnot, but I'm not sure why my truck's doing that. So my awesome namer, Dirt Remedy Off-Road, is coming to save me right now. I honestly just need to go backwards, and then I can maneuver around it. But the problem with the other side is that trail over there on that side is pretty sketchy. So I hope Daniel can make it back there. I'll be here to spot him. You know what I mean? He can get him through, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm quite concerned about this 2.7 liter turbo. My last truck, I put way more miles on it and it was fine. But I have 27,000 miles on my truck right now, and it's making that cold start noise, and I'm very scared about it. But it goes away once it's gets done revving, like the startup process, so I'm not super sure about it. I know that you guys are probably going to say it's because I'm running 37s, but this started happening when I was running 35s. Like I said, I got 37s after Sand Hollow, so I don't know why it's doing this, but I really hope you guys have some answers for me, because I know there's been a lot of like things that are weird things that's happened to people's vehicles. I have no check engine lights. Everything's all good. No check engine lights, which you would think you would have a check engine light, considering these trucks are so finicky that like anything will throw a check engine light. So it's kind of weird that it's like that. But I'm honestly a little scared that the dealership's going to void my warranty and it's a blown turbo, but I don't know because it drives fine. Drives fine. No power loss or anything. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to get myself unstuck so I could tell Daniel to turn around because he was hanging out with his kid and I kind of feel bad. It is really hot outside also, so let me try to get unstuck. I realistically need to just go backwards. I don't really want to go forwards because then I'm gonna have to grind the whole skid plate down that rock. So I need to try to get backwards, which I don't like going in reverse like that, but we got to try our best. Alright, so I don't know if I told you guys the game plan. I'm not sure, but I kind of got a little bit more backwards. Preferably, I would like to go backwards so I don't have to drag the whole skid plate on. My only issue is I hope Danny's down to hit this spot in reverse and pull me that way, and then I'll come out this way. I just need to back up and maneuver around this big rock that I just totally didn't even see. But he's on his way right now. He should be here anytime pretty soon. Shout out to Danny for helping my dumb ass out. Yeah, guys, pay attention. All right, guys. I've never had to use this before, but shout out to Bubba Rope. Bubba Rope sent me one of their ropes. It's hot. And I've never used it before, so made in the U.S. I know this isn't exactly the rope you're supposed to use in this situation, but that's all we have, and Danny has his rope also, so we're about to get a good recovery out. Danny's on his way. He didn't air down, but he should be here any minute. So we got this whole thing ready to rip. All right, we got Danny boy right there. There he is. So let me go talk to him real quick. My knight in shining armor. Make sure to go follow Dirt Remedy Off-Road for saving my ass. Thank you.
Good, dude.
Wow. Tacoma's very nice. Look at that big screen right there. Shit. Fully aired up in 4 high, he said.
Yep.
Like a fucking man. Nice little drop right here. Okay. Tell Lindsay I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So we're almost there, right? We got to get around this little corner, and then we're by my truck. All right. So this is the situation. There's big rocks in the way. We're not gonna have Daniel do this right here, but I don't know how much room we'll have to be able to yank me. See that? Go look at the front.
So, this is another reason why traction boards aren't just a fucking pretty toy inside your truck.
You have yours?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So we can try that out first.
We can try. Hopefully it might work. Pretty big rock there, huh? Yep.
I don't know what to say, dude.
Yep.
I mean,
well, let's try the traction boards and we'll see if we can get it out.
I do kind of a thing, dude.
Yeah, I ran straight into it. Yep. Yep. Well, this is what I get for being a dumbass. All right, guys, we got a change of plans. Our ropes aren't long enough, so we're gonna traction boards, jack, shovel, and fucking pray to God. Let's get it. All right, take number 2. Let's get it.
Oi! Let's dig it out.
Try number 3. Give him some commentary, Daniel.
Well, gentlemen, there is a rock, and there's a truck, and the rock met the truck, and they kissed, and here we are. Curtis is jacking off the truck to lift it up. So what we're doing right now is we're lifting each tire and putting a big rock underneath it to try to kind of get it up and off as best we can, because we only have just like 2 inches just to like be able to get in front of it again. So hopefully this audio is picking up. But yeah, it's hot.
Oh. Long day? Yeah, guys, I don't know why my turbo's blown. It sounds like it is, but I'm not really sure.
It's probably oil. Do your oil changes regularly.
Do my oil changes. Watch out for that cactus right there. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Let's give it a shot.
This is all we can do. We can try it as long as you don't think it's gonna hit nothing. That little piece is off it, right? Yep, it is.
I think this is try number 4.
Yeah! Woo! It's leaking oil though.
You're lying.
Yeah, I'm lying. Hell yeah, dude. It's staying right there.
How the hell the jack stand? No, that ain't no Harbor Freight jack stand right there. That's quality.
Harbor Freight sponsor us.
Big red.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, dude.
4. I did it. All right, guys, so about 6 hours on the trail for something that was not a big deal. We got the truck off the boulder. Shout out to Dirt Remedy Off-Road. He with his 4th gen Tacoma saved my ass. This is probably, I think this is the 2nd time he saved my ass. First time the truck took a shit on the freeway, and then 2nd time I ran into a rock. But like this whole video was supposed to be about my turbo. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. If you guys have this problem within cold start, it makes that rattling noise. Let me know down in the comments, because I'm super curious what happened. Or like if you brought it into the dealer and they said anything about it. Like I said, I think it may be the starter staying engaged while it's doing its startup process, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think we're just going to keep on running it. Hopefully, I got to get there before my warranty's up. I have 27,000 miles right now, and my warranty ends at 35,000 miles. So we got about a couple thousand to have fun until we got to bring it into the dealership. And I really don't want to have to do that, but it might have to be like that. I thought it was going to change within oil changes. I thought it could be like a skid plate, something on the skid plate rattling, but I've taken all the skid plates off and checked it and seen if it was anything rattling, but it wasn't. It's coming from the passenger side. like I saw, or like I showed you guys in the video, I'm not sure what's going on, but we're about to go home. It's hot. We've been here for way too long because my dumbass ran into a boulder. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the hype button. Let me know what you guys think is going on in my truck. But I love you guys so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also for Dirt Remedy Off-Road, he saved me multiple times and he's a good dude. So love you guys. Peace out. Talk to you guys next week.